All right. Thanks, Kent. Great way to start off the season. As I look at the game, I really liked our defensive intensity, our ability to be disruptive there. I thought we did a terrific job defending the three-point line. They had 6 assists, only 14 turnovers. I thought that was really good for us on that side of the ball. I thought we were able to wear them down some with our pressure. We were really concerned with the defensive glass coming in. Monroe returned a lot from last season and was a top 35 offensive rebounding team in the country. And we got 78% of the misses tonight, which is a good number that'll win for us. And then offensively, I thought when the ball moved, I thought we were really effective. I thought Derek Fountain gave us huge energy when he came into the game and was able to change the pace of the game. But really enjoyed watching us play offensively. A few careless turnovers, and I think we're a much better shooting team than we showed. But all in all, great way to start the season, and look forward to learning from it and getting ready for Alabama State on Sunday.
Hey, Coach, you guys have a lot of balance, on this year's squad, specifically. Now, offensively, how do you, balance points where you guys have, specific advantages as compared to going towards more of a egalitarian, style offense where you're trying to, spread the love? Yeah.
No, I think that's important, but we want to play very unselfishly. We want the ball moving on the offensive end of the floor. We feel like we have multiple weapons at every position. I thought you saw tonight Jalen Reed's effectiveness around the basket, his ability to finish plays. They chose not to double team him, so he took advantage of that and converted. I thought Cam Carter, Curtis Givens both showed their ability to shoot it well from three. I think the goal has to be to have balance, and there'll be some times situationally in games where the ball needs to go to a certain area or we need to get a certain guy a shot. But right now I like the way the ball's moving, and whatever that word is you use, equal opportunity I think is what it meant, is good for us.
Coach, you talked about that defensive intensity a little bit. There was a lot of ball pressure tonight, picking up ball handlers as they're coming up the court. You guys forced 14 turnovers tonight. How important is that ball pressure early from the guards, and how important is that for the rest of the defensive possession and setting you guys up for success?
Well, I think it's got to be the foundation of what we're trying to do on that end of the floor. We really want to do a good job defending the three-point line. They made 2 there early in the game and only made 1 the rest of the night. I thought we were able to force them into what we would refer to as non-paint 2s, some tough contested shots off the dribble, and they made some of them, but it's hard to win games if you have a heavy diet of those type of shots. So I thought our guys executed really well on the defensive side.
Yeah, you mentioned the rebounding there. I mean, just looking at the stats, the guards seem to be rebounding pretty well. Jai Bailey had 6, Givens had 6. I think Cam Carter had 4 or 5. Just how important is it going to be, when you guys want to run small, for those guards to really attack the glass, and how big of an emphasis, has that been leading up to the season?
It's every day, all day, Glenn. It's going to be really important for us all season long. I think Jai Bailey provides not only excellent defensive rebounding, he really understands the offensive glass at the wing position. I thought Jalen Reed really good on the glass tonight with 8 rebounds, 3 of them offensive. But for us, we have to gang rebound, and that means our guards need to do a good job flying in there. As you discussed with Curtis, 5 defensive rebounds. Mike Williams, 5 defensive rebounds. The added bonus of that is it allows you to initiate your transition fast break quicker when your guards do the job on the defensive glass. So we've got a long way to go there, but it needs to continue to be an area of focus for us. And I mentioned Derek Fountain early. I thought him coming in, he gets 7 rebounds in 13 minutes. That's hard to do, and I thought he had a great impact on the game.
Are you encouraged that you scored 95 points without shooting it as well as you think you will, and you shot 34 threes, 37 in the expedition? Is that kind of where you want to live?
Yeah, very. I thought we had good balance there. A few too many casual turnovers that led to empty possessions. I think we're capable of shooting a lot better percentage from 3. But I do love our efficiency from 2 tonight. I think 24 out of 33 from 2-point range. Usually means you're getting a lot of quality shots around the rim. So we were really efficient there. So yeah, certainly some things to clean up, but I like the balance of the shot diet tonight for sure.
Hey, Coach, can you give more details as far as Tyrell Ward stepping away from the team?
Yeah, my statement is my statement. I love Tyrell. We love Tyrell. We'll be here to support him every step of the way.
We'll get you on the comeback there. Jack, let me go over here, and then we'll get,
Coach, talk a little bit about Jai Bailey tonight. I know we talk a lot about newcomers on this team and sort of waiting to see what it finally looks like when they're actually on the floor. He was super efficient tonight in every aspect of the game, give you a lot of good hustle minutes. How important is he moving forward to what this team looks like on both sides of the ball?
Very. I think we're a better team when he's on the floor, period. I think he makes everyone else around him better. 6 of 7 from the floor, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio, and then elite defensive play. And that's why we wanted to recruit him. He led the Atlantic 10 in field goal percentage a year ago. He was second in steals, and as a career 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. Doesn't make many mistakes. He's a great teammate. I know if I could go back 100 years ago and still play, I'd love to have him on my team. And I think that's the compliment you would want if you're a player, if you're about the right stuff.
You mentioned Jalen Reed already, and we've talked about how he's 8 for 9 today and 8 for 8 from the free throw line. It's the first game of the season. It's Louisiana-Monroe. But what did that show you about kind of the steps he's made this offseason tonight?
I think it's a credit to the work that he's put in. Those are 2 big guys they got down there in the post that he was scoring against. Both of them 6'11", about 260 pounds. I think you saw his strength to finish around the goal. Very efficient, 8 of 9 from the floor, and should have made the one he missed. But I love the 8 rebounds in 23 minutes. I think that's going to be a key stat for us moving forward. And it was a very efficient night for him. Also had 2 blocks coming over from the weak side. I thought he had a terrific impact on the game.
Coach, you mentioned Derek Fountain earlier, and he came off the bench tonight. What was the context behind having him come off the bench? Were you kind of easing him in, and when do you think he'll be fully acclimated?
He looked fully acclimated to play tonight. I think he had 2 really good days of practice leading into the game. He missed some time. He had a really scary fall in practice, and we're really fortunate. It was bad, so he missed some time there. But I think he's come back and is really focused. I thought he had he looked like a 5th-year senior to me tonight. A lot of maturity and just, you got to remember with Derek, as a freshman, he had 20 points and 7 rebounds in a game against LSU, which was 5 years ago. Against number 4 Alabama 3 years ago, he had 26 points and 7 rebounds and 4 blocks in a game. So he's done it, and we're going to keep pushing him to impact our team as he did tonight.
Yeah, we talked about Jalen Reed a few times, but he obviously looked like a man amongst boys. I'm curious, is there any moment, I guess, during this offseason, him preparing for his junior year that kind of sticks out into why he's able to make this sort of a leap early on?
Yeah, Saturday mornings in the off season. Saturday mornings. Come over here to work out. He's in the facility. 8 a.m. Saturday mornings. Extra weight sessions with Coach Chapman, our new strength coach, who's doing an awesome job. Practice ends. Instead of hustling to the locker room, goes to the baseline and does extra conditioning. I think in this game you get what you put into it. You get what you deserve. I think he's worked extremely hard to put himself in position to have a breakout season.
one more, then we got to get to radio. Scott?
Are we going to get treated to this young Jay Wright look more of the season? Or
Hey,
just for the season opener?
this tie right here, this means a lot to me. A mentor of mine, a great man, Larry Suter, in Murray, Kentucky, passed away 10 days ago. And he really impacted my life and my family's life. He's a big reason why I'm here. And we won 7 championships together. We got to celebrate together. And this is the tie I wore in the first one that we won. So it means a lot to me, and appreciate the impact he had on my life. As for the rest of the season, it was too damn hot in the PMAC. I might go shorts and T-shirt the rest of the way. All right, but and I want to thank our fans. I thought the student turnout was awesome, and I know there's a fairly important game on Saturday night here in Tiger Stadium, but we have a really talented Alabama State team coming in Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock. your ticket to the football game, get you in for free Sunday afternoon. We also got a big-time recruiting weekend going on, so want to invite everyone to come out Sunday at 4 and as we look to go 1-0 against Alabama State. Everybody got it? Appreciate it. Thank you.
Have the players in a moment. Coach will just go out the front here to ready. Are here, and we'll just switch out. It's very short. Kevin, you gonna take him? I know.
Solid. Good day's work, man.
Let's get out of here, boy. Jai was hooping too. Jai was hooping 6 or 7.
Ready, folks?
13. See.
And Jalen, Glenn,
I was still
you
in the
wanna
plus. What the full time?
start us off?
Oh, I was still plus. Yeah. They full turn.
Yeah. No, y'all continue.
Oh no, it's good. My fault.
No, it's I guess Jalen, 8 of 9 from the field tonight. You perfect from the free throw line. Just you obviously it was important for them to get you involved in the paint tonight. Just talk maybe about your off season, just what kind of led to that performance tonight and what you've been working on.
Yeah, I put in a lot of work this off season. In the weight room and on the court. But tonight I want to give credit to my teammates. They trusted me, giving me the ball in position for me to score, and they really made it a lot easier on me.
Jalen, you're one of the not old to the team, but old to the program guys. How does it feel to sort of step into that almost leadership type of role where you're somebody who's been around the block in the SEC on a team with lots of freshmen, lots of newcomers, like people like Cam? How does that feel to almost be able to teach those guys this is what it takes to be successful at LSU?
It's been really different because I feel like I was just one of the guys trying to soak up information from the older guys, but now that I've been one, I've been here for 2 years and able to see what it doesn't look like, been on a losing team, and so, just learning from past mistakes and trying to do better with this team, and I got a lot of great belief in this team as well.
Yeah, this could be for both of you guys, but a lot of extra passes tonight, right? Just kind of feeding the guy that's open. But was that kind of an emphasis just the entire off season, just unselfishness?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. That's just the way we practice. Like we all love each other. We know we need each other in order, to put the ball in the hoop. We can't do it 1-on-5. So we gotta share the sugar.
Jalen, when I asked Coach about sort of anything that sticks out from your off season, he mentioned Saturdays at 8 a.m. You're working hard, extra lifts, extra conditioning. I guess why is that important, and also, I guess what else are you doing on those 8 a.m.s on Saturday?
Just nothing beats the work. The work is what shows preparation. Like Coach said, elite preparation leads to elite performance. So it was just all preparation, just working. That's all.
Cam, I guess this is the first time we've gotten a chance to talk to you. Just maybe talk us through maybe what your off season was like and why you wanted to come here.
Yeah.
And just kind of your improvement from a shooting perspective. That's been something that's been talked about a lot this offseason.
Yeah, it's I gotta give all the glory to God because I couldn't do it without him. I feel like he really led me here, and it was all his plan. And my hard work, as you can see, I put in a lot of work, behind the 3-point line, and I don't know how many shots I put up, but I can say I came in here a lot and put up a lot of shots.
Cam, D-Ville guy, got it tatted on the arm.
The vibes.
How cool is it for you to be able to pull on that jersey, play for LSU, and to not only play, but to play really well in your first game here?
Yeah, it's a dream come true, and for a guy, from here, it can be a lot of pressure, but with guy, anything, you can get through anything. So it's pretty easy. I pray a lot, so it's easy. Yeah.
Hey, Coach was telling us that you were working out with some of the former LSU players, guys that were around the program. Can you guys maybe talk about some of the players maybe you've worked out with, some of the guys you've leaned on, talked to this offseason about kind of how you get to that next level?
Yeah, Gary Temple and Langston Galloway, you know, they were in here like 5 in the morning. You know, they start they lift at like 4:30 and working out at 5, and you know they pros and they know what it takes, you know, to be a pro. So you know you got to make that sacrifice and sacrifice whatever you got to do, you know, to get there. And you know GT, we got a lot of game from him. You know, playing off 2 feet, you know, just being aggressive, you know, when to attack, you know, just learning, you know, he just dropping gems, and you know he a real one.
Jalen, you've obviously played a lot your first 2 years, but I don't know if you were necessarily the first option on offense. You led the way in scoring tonight. Is your approach offensively with this team different in year 3 than it was probably your first 2 years?
Not really. You know, I try not to. I try to just let the game come to me, and I feel like tonight, you know, was one of those nights for me. And you know, I'm a team player first. I'm gonna put the win first always. And you know, my teammates had great belief in me, and I, like Cam said, I give all the glory to God.
Cam, in that guard room, I guess you would call it, you guys have a lot of guys that can score. What's it like to be a part of that right now?
It's special because, you know, in practice we all learn from each other. You know, you got Sears. He like a little rat. You know, he just he's so fast. You know, he can switch gears, you know, quick. And you know, just you know, learning from him, you know, how to switch gears and stuff like that. Cause you know, he been in college 5 years now, and you know, even you know, Mike. I ain't gonna lie. I see the way he uses his left hand, and you know, it make me want to come in here and work on my left hand. You know, just you know, we all take from each other. I feel like.
Can both of you guys speak to the playmaking abilities of Robert Miller? Obviously a young guy, but you guys have been around, you know, him for a little bit now. Just talk about, you know, him and his development over the summer and, you know, transitioning now.
Yeah, Robert's a game changer. You know, on both ends of the floor. Probably the longest wingspan, definitely the longest wingspan on the team, and you can see how he makes opposing teams alter their shots just by putting his hands up and his ability to stretch the floor. I feel like Robert's a special player, for sure.
Jalen, I have to ask you about that 2-hand dunk you had in the first half.
Yeah.
Tell me what you saw there and also just the celebration.
Honestly, I didn't even see him, and then at the last minute, I just felt body contact, and I don't know, my emotions took over, and I just was hyped.
Chose violence.
Anything else? All right, we good? Thank you, everyone.
Thank y'all.
Gentlemen.